day traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1590th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Good evening, traders. I want to get this video out very quickly because markets are changing and you need to know this to be prepared for Thursday night and Friday. As you know, and if you don't, you should know this, futures trading is extremely risky, causes substantial financial loss, is absolutely not suitable for most of you listening right now. So if you can't afford this, get up and run away. If you guys know the risks and realize that you've got to put your stops in, you've got to know what you're doing, come on down to livewithoscar.com, hang out with me, and I'll help try to get you through these rough and tumble markets. I've got a free chat room. Don't trade alone. What do we have going on to right? Look at this. This is going to be exciting. A green OMNI. We are going to buy the report. We are going to buy the dip in emini, S&P, and NASDAQ, and I will tell you why. I have a red OMNI officially. Let me look right in the camera and tell you this. OMNI's pointing down officially. It is red. However, the market had a drop this week, and then it rallied back up into bull flag formations the day before a monstrous employment report. Seriously? That's a setup if I ever seen one. We're back into the bull flags. Now we got to get long. We are buying. So it smells fishy to me, that drop that we had before the report. And better than that, next week you got the Fed. This report is supposed to tell us whether the Fed raises rates or not. They are raising rates. Don't worry about it. It's baked in. The report says get long. Chart says get long. Formation says get long. I don't care where the OMNI's pointing on this one because it's in a formation and I'm supposed to take the formation. So away we go. We will buy the S&P. Remember, we've got stops in, right? So it's a regular trade just like any other. The only difference is there'll be a report. Stops need to be large. What else? Bonds, bearish. I told you that was coming. You see the crack? My goodness. Gold, oh wow, did that go? Now, I have to admit, we didn't catch a lot of the bonds and gold. We kept missing our fills and watching it crack without us. I mean, we caught some of it, and the trades we caught were fantastic. In fact, I've got to take a bow for the OMNI for today. Thank you, OMNI, for what you did today. OMNI got us short today at the highs in emini, S&P, and NASDAQ, and that crack that you seen on Thursday got us out right at the lows and sidestepped. Now its signal is flipping. At least it's back in a formation, so I get to flip to a buy. Just perfect. Traders, I want to show you some charts. With no further ado, I don't want to waste any time. Let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, NASDAQ daily bar chart. We were dropping, right? We had this week coming down, but if you ask me, that didn't come down. That consolidated sideways. We jumped right back in. We're right here now. I say this spot right here, that's a technical point that is supposed to hold. I say it holds. Don't worry, we'll have our stop in if we're wrong. But we're buying the NASDAQ and E-mini back in the formations. I like where they're at. And if you look, it's held every time we've gotten down here before. I don't see why it's going to break this time. Let's see. Remember, your stops are in. We are buying the dips for Friday. Then you've got gold, traders. I showed you this. We were bullish right about here. We stayed bullish all the way up to about here. And I showed you this chart, and I said, now we're getting a sell signal, and here is where we should get down to. And I drew a circle, and I put that little question mark there. This is where it was, and this literally is what happened. I mean, oh my God. Talk about a good piece of analysis. It went right where it was supposed to go, and it broke through further and down further. We should go on Friday. So we are bearish in the gold still. And in the last couple of videos, I've been showing you bonds, and I put this chart right before your eyes. I said the market has gotten above, or I should say the market would not get above my OTAPMA, and it started to break down, and it went into a flag pattern. Omni Trading Academy's proprietary moving average goes into a flag pattern. This is where it was when I gave you the pattern, and this is what happened. Look at that. It just fell apart like it was supposed to. Fantastic. So bonds still look bearish, and Omni will be going short if possible, the bonds on Friday. And then we've got this, traders, Broadcom. I showed you this stock when we were down here, and I said, here's Omni's first buy signal. It's starting to look good. It ran up, came back down. ran up again. We got a second buy signal right about here, which the OMNI are now still long. And it made its way all the way to here so far. And I think we're getting a third buy signal this evening in the OMNI on AVGO. And here's your targeted area. If you've been with me since this trade, which was fantastic, and this trade, which has been phenomenal, here we are. We're likely getting another buy signal for trading on Friday. So not only are we already long, there may be add to the position up here. We'll see. Come to livewithoscar.com. Stay in my free live trading room, and I will keep you posted on AVGO. Okay, traders, you've seen the charts. You've got my technical reasoning behind why we're going to have to buy the dip or the report or whatever you want to call that. And, you know, I don't care, report, no report. OMNI don't hide behind reports. We use reports to get good fills. Put your orders in. Stay with me at livewithoscar.com. You see the bond and gold charts? They don't look very good. AVGO, oh my goodness, Broadcom, what a great trade that's been. Thank you, OMNI. We're also still holding Apple, by the way. I didn't feel like showing you the chart. Doesn't look, it's a little boring for now. Apple don't move a lot, you know. I'll show you the Apple charts as the days and weeks go by. All right, traders, so that's about it. I want to get out of here. One piece of advice. Volatility stops need to be big. Remember, what did you hear the word I said? Let me ask you. How should the stops be?
Big.
Big, yeah. Remember, tomorrow you're going to need them, and probably into next week after the Fed makes its decision to raise rates. All right, traders, I will see you all at livewithoscar.com. No credit cards are required. Come join my free membership. I'll see you there. Remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help keep those emotions at bay is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll. Watch the turnaround. Up we go. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.